Well, the rain has arrived to the valley. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson reporting. We'll take a look at that radar. But first, your hour by hour forecast. We'll look how much rain is in this system so far and update you on the chances of flakes, which, by the way, are lowering here in the valley as the cold air lagging behind this system. Your details coming up now. But first, my friends at Robert Gibb & Sons want you to know that they can really provide you the kind of quality service you would expect from a company of 100 or more years. Quality service, quality equipment, and quality technicians. And hey, not just residential. If you have a commercial project, keep Robert Gibb & Sons in mind, and please let them know that Hutch sent you. All right, let's take a look at this hour by hour forecast as we head through the overnight hours. The showers of rain have arrived here in the valley. Check this out. We have a swath of rain from the Arrowhead of Minnesota and points north all the way down into the Black Hills, where things are rapidly changing over to snow at this hour. Now, as we zoom in just a little bit closer, the heaviest of the rain not far from Fargo and in between here in Grand Forks as we look at the forecast here heading into the overnight hours. But first, let's take a peek at what's going on as we head into the Black Hills. To do that, we'll take a look at the Wyoming road conditions. And this road report, something that, well, Hutch can bring you at the click of a mouse button here online. So let's go ahead and take a look at that right now. And what you're going to notice with regards to our chances of snow, and that most of this staying in the elevated terrain. I'm going to turn on these cameras here from the Wyoming Department of Transportation. Now, it shows on the radar that some of this is beginning to make an impact in the Black Hills and eastern parts of Wyoming. So as we go into that lead area, we can see what's going on there on the latest cameras. And we indeed do see that there is some snow starting to stick to the road surfaces out there. A little bit dark to see in its entirety. Now, there was snow earlier that was really starting to accumulate in areas in and around Gillette, Wyoming. So let's take you into parts of northeastern parts of Wyoming right now. So as we zoom into the Gillette area, here is what it looks like now in Gillette. And look at this. The snow has really impacted the area. It's covering the road surfaces, including the interstates out there in Gillette, Wyoming. This is heading into the Black Hills as we head into your evening. So that's what's going on right now. And now back to this forecast as we head through the overnight hours. Here is a look at where the chances for snow are going to be the greatest. Now, they will spread from the Black Hills as we go through the overnight hours and pretty much stay in the high terrain. We may see a little as we dip into southwesternmost parts of North Dakota and northeast South Dakota. Otherwise, rain, and some of it heavy at times as we go through the overnight hours. Focused from the central Red River Valley between Grand Forks and Fargo and central Minnesota. Where you see those reds, by the way, though, that's some real waterlogged precipitation. Overnight is the main part of this event. It's the main event. So keep that in mind as you go through. What has the rain produced so far? Check this out. From my friends at the North Dakota Agricultural Weather Network, the heaviest rain in the darker blues, things just getting started up north and here in the Southern Valley. Let's go to the southwestern part of the state first and check it out. Southern parts of Morton County here as you get down toward the Sioux County line, 54 100s right there on the Emmons County border. That's where things were heaviest thus far. A good and solid third of an inch of rain in and around the Mandan area. Now, that rain shower activity is focused from, well, not far from Bowman and, Hettinger and Lemon, where we have 46 100s there. Looking in on Grant County here, 38 100s and a solid half of an inch of rain. This heavier rain is just now pushing into the valley and we're just getting started. Here's some readings in our neck of the woods. 2.02 or 2/100ths of an inch in the FM area. Western parts of Grand Forks County starting to see some rain showers as well. In and around Jamestown County, northeastern parts of the county, seeing some showers accumulating up to around 11 100ths. Just getting going in Wilkin County, all the way up to Roseau County, where near War Road and the Badette area with 2/100ths of an inch. So that's where we sit so far. Now let's get to your forecast in detail as we put this puppy into motion. We showed you that as we go through the overnight, that'll be the main event. It lasts into the daybreak hours. But notice the heavy nonsense pushing out of here fairly quickly with this system. So rain showers overnight will be heavy at times to moderate, and that's when we'll pick up our appreciable rain showers. Still some sprinkles on your windshield in the morning, but notice this, it's not blue like it is in the Black Hills. It's green. The best chance of any flakes mixing in will be in the Devil's Lake Basin to Bismarck. That's where that cold air line sits. Notice the cold air line that I'm pointing out here does not line up with the precipitation. So the chance of snow, not as great as seeing a few flakes mixing in. So that's a look at that. Now let's get through your day tomorrow as you head into your hump day. Morning showers do persist through the mid-morning hours, but mainly on the Minnesota side of the river after we get through the mid-morning time frame, and then it's all but out. Notice, still snowing in the Black Hills of South Dakota and parts of northeastern Wyoming. Other than that, it's out of here for us for the time being. I'm going to zoom out and show you that this storm will have a secondary wave coming in from the south as we go into our Wednesday afternoon and evening. This is going to crash into the Minneapolis area as we go through the night. Iowa, some very heavy rain potential with this, but there will be a chance for that area to see some appreciable snow. Look at this, spooky conditions on Halloween for Minneapolis, Duluth, the I-35 corridor, and maybe as far east, let me back this up a frame or two, maybe as far east as places like St. Cloud. So a few showers of snow mixing in Wilmer, St. Cloud, Hutchinson. Nope, not related, but Hutchinson, Minnesota, and out towards St. Cloud. Then as we continue our motion here and take you through Halloween, we will be very quiet here in our neck of the woods with most of the rainy activity pushing well off to the east, leaving us with quiet but quite cool conditions for the area. So here's what you need to know. Let's take a look at these temperatures, but first I'll look at some rainfall potential. Most of us have a chance at seeing a trace to 1/10 of an inch in this area, a trace to 1/10 of an inch. Now, isolated areas under those heavier bands that move through where you see these blues and greens, that's where it's most likely. A few tenths of an inch up to around 1/2 of an inch. Now, under some of those lucky gully washers during the overnight hours, we may see a narrow band that gets a 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch of rainfall from this system, and it's much needed across Minnesota and the area. Morning temperatures will be coldest in northwest Minnesota, where there will be some clearing. 20s there, 30s in the blue colors, and then 40s here in the Southern Valley. That's going to be warm enough for rain here. And again, temperatures cold enough for snow, but will it still be precipitating? If it is, there could be a flake or two mixing in. I'm going to bet that that'll be near Walhalla, Devil's Lake Basin into the Bismarck area. That's how we start the day. Then as we go into the midday hours, look at this. 40s northwest, 50s for most of North Dakota and South Dakota, the warmest of the weather in the Twin Cities, and our rain shower activity will be out of here. Now your planning forecast, 46 degrees as we go through your Wednesday, but falling temperatures as we go through the day. On the backside of the system, that cold air from the northwest is punching in, 27 for your Thursday morning, and a good chance of some tricks and some treats on Thursday on your Halloween. It will be cool, trick-or-treaters, so bundle up out there. Then a warming trend taking us into the early part of the weekend. That's November 1st, 11/1, folks, 57 degrees. You want to slam those clocks back an hour Saturday night before you head to bed. Look at this, another cool shot on Sunday making its way through. Can't rule out a passing shower or two on Monday. Nothing substantial at this time. And pretty okie dokie, as I'd like to say, on Tuesday, and that's your forecast. Let me see if we have any questions here. But for now, I do want to, take a look at a couple of the pictures that have been uploaded as we've gone through the day. If you have pictures from your rain gauge in the morning, I welcome you to upload those to hutchesweather.com for all the latest on that. But here's a look at a few of your photo uploads that you have done today. And thanks so very, very much for uploading these gorgeous sky shots. This is Twin Valley as those clouds moving in. Beautiful colors in the sky with the setting sun out there. Jasmine, thank you so very much for uploading that sky photo. And how about some color across our region? Incredible colors still out there. This is Jamestown, North Dakota. Angela, thank you so much. Look at the fall colors mixing in with those evergreens out there, making for a gorgeous scene. So again, I invite you to visit hutchesweather.com for the latest. As far as any questions go, let me dial back here and welcome everyone on board. Nathan, thank you as always for watching. Brenda, hi, good to see you on board. Marie, good to have you in from Thompson. Good old chance of some beneficial rainfall for your area as well. And Brenda says, oh dear, at least we don't have shovel-worthy weather heading our way. Have a cousin who lives there. Oh boy, well, hopefully Sioux Falls weather, that's a question mark from Brenda. Let me, I'll elaborate on that momentarily. Bernadine says raining near Hawley. Yeah, we got some good rain here in the FM area too, enough to wet the whole road surface out there. That's good. I don't see the send stars icon anymore. Sherry, thank you for noting that. I am working with Facebook trying to figure out why that's not visible. There is an issue there. Carrie, good to have you on board checking in from Gonvick. Tracy, good to have you on from Northwest Minnesota. Mark says about a third of an inch of rain, almost 3/10, from KRDN rain gauge on the roof. So Mark, thank you so very much. That's in the Bismarck area. And thank you for watching, Mark. You, my friend, are appreciated. Tracy, what's the weather like for Bronson? It looks like overnight just rain for us. I think all of the snow chances will be out to the west and mainly to the north. And really, tomorrow looks like a better chance for maybe areas like the Twin Cities. Barbara, good to have you on board. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Brenda, for sharing. Now, to get to your question about Sioux Falls right quick here, what I'm going to do is pull up a regional forecast animation to show you what this is dialing in with regards to a modeled perspective or really a simulation of the atmosphere. So this is just one simulation. There are many to look from. But this one has been doing a reasonably good job with this particular system, showing the snowflakes working their way through the Black Hills. Now, as we go through the overnight hours here, if you're focusing on the Sioux Falls area here, we'll put this puppy into motion. You'll see most of the rain stays north of Sioux Falls and even Watertown. With this system, north of low pressure is where we typically see the heavier bands of rain setting up. And south and east of the low pressure is where we would have some more volatile weather along the warm and or cold fronts with the systems. Snowfall out in the western part in the elevated terrain of the Black Hills and parts of the Rocky Mountains of Wyoming. Let's go through the rest of the day. We'll see that storm system, that second wave lifting right here. You'll start to see the influence of it very close to Sioux Falls. The time frame on that is tomorrow late afternoon. So Sioux Falls will have the best chance of rain late afternoon, maybe even some heavier rain, but it'll quickly move off to the east into southern Minnesota and Iowa, where the heavy rain will persist. And here comes that snow. Ooh, spooky Halloween snow showers for the morning of Thanksgiving in the Twin Cities. So that is a look there at your question, Brenda. I hope that does help you with that. Okay, thank you very much. I think that covers it. Check with me in the morning, but again, you can get the very latest by heading over to hutchesweather.com. And let me take 1 minute to just show you around hutchesweather.com if you haven't watched recently. The interactive radar allows you to kind of basically pan, tilt, move the radar around to the area you're concerned about. So if you want to watch Rapid City of the Black Hills, there's the snow moving in the light blue shades, the dark blue and yellows, that's the heavier bands of rain. Looking up into the Bismarck area, this is actual radar right now showing that we have Sioux County and southern Morton County showers pressing into Kidder County, and I'm not a kidder, and it looks wet there. Look what's going on near Rainy Lake up by International Falls. So that is a band that is really intensified over the last few scans. Hutch's Weather, the only spot you can get the interactive radar and your friendly forecast if you allow me to follow your location right at the top of the page. So go ahead and do that. You'll get your forecast and current conditions there. You'll see a spot here for your email to be entered at the top of the page. That is a great location for you to give me your contact information. And if there are pressing weather changes, I will email you. You can just ask friends who have signed up, but I can tell you this, I've only used this less than 5 times in the last couple of months. It's not something that I overuse. I just want to make sure I can tap you on the shoulder and let you know when something more significant is occurring. And for those of you who do watch Hutch's Weather, I do want to take a minute and say thank you. And if you check out my website, please take a minute and visit my sponsors up at the top of the page. These folks make Hutch's Weather and hutchesweather.com possible. We got Slim's Tree Care, but tonight I wanted to highlight, my friends, right over here as we take a peek at what's going on with Luther Family Ford right above me. Okay, Luther Family Ford, if you click on any of these logos, there's a slick link to their page. You know what? If you're in the market for a car, new or used, my friends at Luther Family Ford can get you taken care of. And not only that, they're friendly sponsors of Hutch's Weather Kit as well. Luther Family Ford, if you click on it, you're going to get the details on, well, you can just peruse the stock and what they have on the inventory out there, and they have some great lease options available as well. Visit Luther Family Ford for the best on that. State Farm, Dave Eggers, hey, he's helped Hutch for all my years here. And you can trust him to get you a quote that's going to be very competitive. And if you have a young driver like I do, you want to give him an opportunity to give you that quote. David Eggers, State Farm. Check there for details. For now, I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. This is also the page where you can upload your photos. And if you do have a kid who might be interested in learning more about the weather, how to do the weather, and really spending some quality time with a meteorologist, well, I'll tell you what, I love it. And I've been doing the Weather Kid program, the Hutch's Weather Kid program, for 25 years. And I just enjoy seeing young faces smile as they get to learn a bit about the weather. This is where you push the button to see recent Weather Kids and to sign your kids up today. You can upload your photos at the bottom of the page as well. Please, by all means, check out Hutch's Weather. Let me know if you have ideas as well, because it's you that helps Hutch's Weather grow. For now, I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson on a wet Tuesday night. By Wednesday mid-morning, most of us will see these showers exiting. I'll have an update in the morning. But for now, meteorologist Hutch Johnson wishing you a very fine evening.